This video is going to tell you a little bit about how to get your data set up for your observation project. And this is the data set that you and your group are going to bring with you in class on Wednesday. So what I'm going to teach you in this video is how to take all of that raw data that you collected on your little check sheets when you were out on campus making your observations, combine that as a group, and get it set up in a spreadsheet that's going to allow us to make graphs and charts and tables that you can use in your presentations that you're going to give in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to just walk you through this really quickly in a spreadsheet. So what you're going to need to do is get together as a group, and you're going to need to sum up all of the observations that you made. So let's say that you were doing your project about what kinds of snacks do men and women buy in the convenience store. So let's say you're observing how many people are buying cookies, brownies, and chips, and then you're counting up whether or not those people are male or female. So let's say you probably had a little checklist on your clipboard where you had a column for male and female, and you were writing down what they bought. So maybe each of you had a few of these observations. You're going to need to go ahead and sum that up. So across, let's say, all three of your group members, how many men buying cookies did you see? Maybe you saw 12 total. So this number that you put in this cell right here would be the sum of all of the observations across your people. So how many women total across all of your group members did you see buying cookies? Okay, only 6. That would go here. And so then in this column, you would have how many men total across everybody in your group did you see buying brownies, and so on. And this is how you would set up your spreadsheet also. So pay attention. So your predictor variable, in this case it's men and women, male and female, is going to go across the top. So you're going to make little labels for those headings. And then down for the rows, you're going to have the types of things you are observing. So cookies, brownies, and chips. Let's look at another example. So let's say your study is looking at where people are talking on their cell phones. So you're recording, you're counting up every person that walks by that you see that is talking on their phone, and you're also writing down if you see somebody who's not talking on their phone. And then you're taking these observations in different locations. So at the library, at the UC, at the HPR building. And again, what you would need to do is get with your group and add up all of the observations that go in each of these cells. So how many people total did all of you see not talking on their phones at the library, at the UC, at the HPR? And I just wanted to show you one final example. Some of you are going to have more than a 2x2. You might have a 3x3. Some of you might even have something bigger than that. The setup works the same way. So let's say you're looking at a study where you're seeing, does the time of day when you're collecting data predict what size coffee people are buying? So you collected data at 3 different times of day, and you're checking off, you're writing down the frequency of who buys a small, who buys a medium, who buys a large. So all you have to do when you have more than just this 2x2, you just add another column or you just add another row. These cells, remember, they still represent what was the total number of observations, the frequency of people who bought a medium in the afternoon across all of the people in your group. So all that I need you to bring to class with you on Wednesday for your group is a spreadsheet that looks something like this. It's got just your group's data, and it's got everything added up and ready to go so that we can make those graphs in class on Wednesday.